everyone, I'm Marin, and I am the Sustainability Analyst with Boom by Cindy Joseph. And Boom by Cindy Joseph as a brand, we really do care about the environment and the future of this planet. And we've been making a lot of decisions lately to be more eco-conscious. We've considered where our packaging comes from, which ingredients are from regenerative agriculture, or farmlands that are sustainable and durable and think about soils and trees and the forests that they might grow under. And as you're all aware now, we have recently launched Boom Bright Mascara. And not only are the ingredients within nourishing and moisturizing, but the packaging is actually considerate of the environment. So this tube here is made from a sugarcane biopolymer rather than using fossil fuels for production. And when you're done with the product, we encourage you to rinse it out with warm soapy water. The tube can be recycled, and the wand can actually be donated to wildlife refuge and rehabilitation centers. And we encourage you to do a Google search of local ones to your area, and always ask to make sure that they're willing to accept them. So today we are here in the beautiful Adirondack Park of upstate New York with Wendy Hall, who founded the Adirondack Wildlife Refuge and Rehabilitation Center. And as so much of our Boom community really cares about the environment, we thought it would be fun to have a conversation with Wendy today. So, Wendy, thank you so much for having me here today.
Well, thank you for coming. One of the main reasons I agreed to it was because of the sustainability message that you follow, that are earth-friendly. Everything is about our relationship with Mother Earth. This is my focus. And here at the Wildlife Refuge, we try to implement it as much as possible. Right now, one of the main things we're doing is we're creating a permaculture project on part of our 50 acres of land. And it will not end there. We will figure out on which part of the property we can implement different environmentally friendly things. We have educational animals that cannot be released to the wild, but they are extremely important because they act as indicator species, which means what we're going through now, this pandemic of great proportions, which is affecting the world and creating frontline people like the nurses and the National Guard and the wildlife rehabilitators. All of us, the humans and the animals alike, are indicator species of the health of the planet. We have to be better stewards. Okay. And so we, in our small way, by doing this permaculture project and directly connecting with the wildlife and ourselves, are trying to show people they can implement this type of thing in their own backyards. And the reason that I agreed to speak with you is because you are following the principle. Doesn't matter what kind of line of work, it is not a priority of mine to sit in front of a mirror and darken my hair or lighten my, it's just, I don't have time. But I appreciate mostly what you're doing as far as nature is concerned, and donating the wands for wildlife rehabilitation, which is fantastic.
And Wendy, how can a wand be used specifically for wildlife rehabilitation?
Well, I think that if it's completely, obviously, cleaned out, cleaning certain areas out, getting, well, to be right, baseline here, getting maggots out of animals. We get in animals where a dying animal, the maggots are already making use of their dying flesh. So if even a beautiful great horned owl, even a baby, we can get it out of the eyes, the ears, which in a bird are very deep, cave-like, and the mouth. I mean, if you ask any rehabber, anything that helps get nasty maggots or bugs or carnivorous little creatures,
sure,
they die from that, obviously.
Yeah.
It's not just we're coming upon this magnificent creature in the ground that's not feeling well. nature is nature, and nature senses when other nature is dying or very sick. Therefore, we need help. We have to ask any rehabber what they have to go through with anything from a bird to a fawn to a woodchuck. They all follow the cycle of life and death. So those little wands are they're very, very helpful. The permaculture project, we do have animals like bears. We have educational bears, which, as I said before, are fantastic indicator species. And the bears are mostly pretty much 7/8 vegetarian animals, our black bears. So, of course, what do we use? Their compost. In the permaculture project, the compost is going right into the field. So what we try to do is we try to show people how we're recycling here.
Absolutely.
It's not just the bear poop, it's the chicken poop, it's the animals that eat vegetation poop, and everything we try to utilize. We have a lot further to go with garbage. The other thing we do is the boxes that we use, we collapse them and use them for permaculture.
That's wonderful.
So I love it. I have, 4 grandchildren, and I love the fact, that we're doing this for our children. We're doing this for our planet.
Yes.
I mean, I love my children and my grandchildren, but they know where I am. I'm completely, and I don't think it's a chore or a burden. It's just, this is our magnificent earth.
It is.
And it's all we got.
It is.
One of my very favorite animals to rehabilitate, and it's sad because during breeding season, wild baby season, if we're going to take down trees, we're going to knock down nests like wood duck nests.
Oh, yeah.
To watch the mother, they're precocial, which means they develop very, very quickly afterwards.
Okay.
But the mother will be up in a tree with her nest and jump down, and the babies, these tiny babies, jumping, and it sort of offsets their instincts and their, ability to continue with the growth period, and they hit the ground. So when I've had to, unfortunately, work, when I get orphaned wood ducks in, or they cannot find the mother, one of the things we do as wildlife rehabilitators, migratory bird rehabilitators, is we drop the baby.
Interesting.
Because that's what the baby does.
Yeah, you're mimicking exactly what goes on in nature.
Absolutely, and the best thing a rehabilitator can do is to find a rehabilitator that has other baby ducks up there.
Oh, okay.
Put them together, and that's how you can release them back into the wild.
That's so fascinating.
Yeah. So there's so many different things that we need to learn as people, and one of our worst habits is throwing out of the car.
Oh my God, I know what you mean.
Really. And people, like myself, I go for walks, and I almost always take a bag with me to pick crap off the road.
I do the same thing.
I'm sure.
It's disgusting when you think about it.
Beer can. And another thing is the companies that make a lot of these plastic things to, for beer cans, those horrible circular things that get stuck on gulls' heads and things like that. Well, one of my worst is I've gotten calls about skunks before, and other animals, not just skunks. It's mammals who are hungry and they stick their heads into these cups. They have a They have
like a
hole
cone top.
in them.
I know.
They
I
have
can
a
picture
dome.
it in my head.
Right.
Yep.
They have a dome top, and they have this circle in the middle, and the babies are getting, and the adults, and they smell the food. They stick their head in and they start asphyxiating them.
Oh,
It is
no.
the cruelest thing. So I've had,
I would have never thought about that. That's actually fascinating. Why
Well-
are we even selling those?
I don't know, but you're talking about being nature friendly. That's one of the things that should go. People should study. They should have nature in mind when they create our use of plastic, which is petroleum. Nature, I think what is probably going to change with this virus and many other viruses that have brought information to a head is that people, at the very least, should start taking better care, be better earth stewards.